Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
Oh shit! Get your towels ready, it's about to go down!
That's right, it is Yacht Rock Wednesday. And on this day I like to feature adult contemporary hits from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and they're normally of a Caucasian persuasion. Now the last song of the evening, I have to go to the 70s. And if I'm in the 70s, you basically have to do disco. Now remember, I am doing instrumentals this particular Yacht Rock Wednesday, and so I am resting off of an instrumental off of the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. I basically had two to choose from. There's Night on Disco Mountain, but that one actually never charted. But this one, A Fifth of Beethoven, did chart. Now this is by Walter Murphy. Now some of you would like say, who the hell is Walter Murphy? Now, you all know who Walter Murphy is, and you've all heard Walter Murphy's music. And you want to know why? Because this is Walter Murphy music.
It seems today that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV.
But where are those good old-fashioned values on which we used to rely? Laugh and cry. He's a family guy.
That's right, he wrote the theme song to and performed. It's not the voices and all. We all know that's Seth MacFarlane. But he wrote the theme song to Family Guy, as well as The Cleveland Show, as well as American Dad, as well as doing the music for Ted 1 and Ted 2. So, you've heard of Walter Murphy, so let's start from there. It's like, oh yeah, I like that song, and go all the way back to the 70s during the disco era, and Walter Murphy took, Beethoven's Fifth and turned it into a disco hit. Again, this is off of the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, which had too many hits to name, a lot of them by the Bee Gees, but it's just a great album, and I know we owned it in our house and we had it. So let's take a look at what this song actually did on the charts, and Balamo. It went to number 15 in Australia, 15 in Austria, 10 on the Canada Adult Contemporary, 1 on the Canada Singles, 21 in the Netherlands Dutch Top 40, 18 on the Single Top 100, 7 in New Zealand, 6 in Norway, 14 in South Africa, 14 in Sweden, 8 in Switzerland, 28 in the UK, number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 10 on the Billboard Hot Disco Singles, number 10 on the Billboard Hot Soul Singles, number 13 on the Billboard Adult Contemporary, number 1 on the Cashbox, number 1 on Record World, and number 37 in West Germany. Now, I'm sure that had a lot to do with just, the soundtrack, but this as a single, that's actually great for a song that doesn't have any words to it. So, if you like videos like this and others on my channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 10 videos each and every week. So grab your clog shoes and your high heels and your polyester pants and bell bottoms or whatever, and let's get down to Walter Murphy and A Fifth of Beethoven.
Fuck yeah, bro. Let's do this.
Murphy, and a fifth of Beethoven. Now, because I would have been probably about 7 years old when this song came out, I don't think I danced to this song in any type of club or school event or anything like that. But for some reason, I see myself dancing to this. So the soundtrack was played well into the late 70s as something as a staple. Because remember, once you're hitting the 80s, disco is kind of dying out. But when you hit the 80s, 1981 to be exact, is when they put out Hooked on Classics, where they actually take a whole bunch of other classical music and set it to like a disco type of scene. So it got its last resurgence of people actually really listening to classical music of the old, and the new. After that, you get things like, which I can do as well on another instrumental week, where it's like Vangelis's Chariots of Fire and a theme from A Summer's Place and things like that. Those are all on the docket if I get a good, outing with doing, instrumentals. So, if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment.